High achievers don't wait for change, they create it. In 2026, here's how to reinvent your mindset and build a life of real fulfillment and success. What truly separates high achievers from everyone else? It is not luck, it is not talent, it is not their background. The defining factor is something much more fundamental, something entirely within your control. It is their mindset. In 2026, as the world changes at an unprecedented pace, this truth has never been more relevant. The old rules for success are fading. Adapt, evolve, think differently. High achievers understand this. They do not wait for change to happen to them. They become the architects of their own evolution. They build with purpose. This guide is about embracing that role. It is a blueprint for reinventing your life for real, lasting fulfillment. We will explore mental frameworks, the core habits, the foundational belief systems. This is not just about financial gain or career milestones. It is about achieving a deeper sense of alignment across every area of your life, emotionally, professionally, personally. It is about designing a future that feels authentic and meaningful to you, one small decision at a time. The journey begins not with a grand gesture, but with a quiet internal shift. Core idea: your mindset shapes your actions shape your habits shape your reality. To change your life, change the way you think. High achievers in 2026 are not defined by what they have, but by how they think. They see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. They view failure not as an endpoint, but as valuable data. They understand that true success is not a destination to be reached, but a continuous process of becoming. They think differently, and that makes all the difference in the world. Over the next 30 minutes, we will move beyond vague motivational quotes and into the practical, actionable strategies that drive genuine transformation. You will learn how to cultivate unshakable clarity, how to connect with a purpose that fuels you, and how to build the discipline required to bring your vision to life. If you feel stuck, if you feel unfulfilled, if you feel ready for a new chapter, this is your invitation to reset your mindset, redefine success on your own terms, and start building a life you're proud to live. High achievers don't wait for change, they create it. In 2026, this is the essential principle for anyone seeking to build a life of real fulfillment and success. The world rewards those who act with intention. It favors those who have a clear vision of where they're going. This journey is not about making massive disruptive changes overnight. Instead, it is about the deliberate, consistent process of reinventing your life from the inside out. It starts with asking better questions and demanding better answers from yourself. It is about taking a step back to design your future rather than just letting it happen. We will begin by exploring the foundational pillars of this mindset. First, we will uncover why clarity, purpose, and discipline matter far more than fleeting motivation. Clarity is the compass that guides your decisions. Purpose is the fuel that sustains your effort. Discipline is the engine that drives you forward day after day. Next, we will confront the two biggest obstacles to growth: failure and fear. High achievers think about these concepts in a profoundly different way. You will discover how they reframe failure as feedback and use it to learn, adapt, and improve. We will also dive into practical methods for managing fear so that it no longer holds you back from taking calculated risks. This section will equip you with the mental tools to break free from limiting beliefs and outdated life patterns that may have been holding you in place for years, allowing you to step into a more empowered and resilient version of yourself. Finally, we will translate theory into practice. From powerful morning rituals that set the tone for your day to weekly reviews that ensure you stay on track, You will receive a step-by-step guide to integrate these high achiever mindsets into your everyday life. This is your opportunity to stop reacting to circumstances and start creating the life you truly desire. The power to reinvent yourself is already within you. The first foundational pillar of the high achiever mindset is clarity. In a world saturated with information, opinions, and endless distractions, clarity is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is the ability to see through the noise and understand with absolute certainty what truly matters to you. Without clarity, you are like a ship without a rudder, adrift on the vast ocean of possibilities, pushed and pulled by the currents of external expectations and fleeting desires. High achievers cultivate clarity with relentless intention. They understand that before you can build a meaningful life, you must first know what you are building and why. This deep knowing becomes their anchor in the storm of daily life. Clarity provides the ultimate form of leverage. When you are clear about your priorities, your decisions become simpler and more effective. You no longer waste precious energy and time on activities that do not align with your ultimate goals. Opportunities that once seemed tempting are easily recognized as distractions. This focused state allows you to channel your efforts into a narrow, powerful beam, creating significant momentum in the direction you want to go. This is why high achievers often seem to make progress so effortlessly. Their actions are not random, but are instead guided by a pre-established internal compass that points them consistently toward their desired destination. Think of clarity as the detailed blueprint for the life you wish to construct. A builder would never begin laying a foundation without a comprehensive plan. They need to know the dimensions, the materials, and the final structure they aim to create. In the same way, building a life of fulfillment requires you to first get clear on your personal specifications. What does success look like for you specifically? What values will form the foundation of your choices? What kind of impact do you want to have? Answering these questions honestly is the first and most critical step in moving from a life of reaction to a life of intentional creation. This process of gaining clarity is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing practice. High achievers regularly take time to reconnect with their internal compass, to refine their vision, and to ensure their path is still true. They ask themselves powerful questions, they journal, they meditate, and they engage in deep reflection. They treat clarity as a muscle that must be exercised consistently to remain strong. It is this unwavering commitment to knowing themselves and their path that allows them to navigate the complexities of life with grace, confidence, and a profound sense of direction. To build unwavering clarity, you must first define your personal North Star. This is your single, overarching objective or life philosophy that guides all other goals and decisions. For some, it might be a specific professional achievement. For others, it could be a state of being, living a life of creative freedom, deep service to others. Whatever it is, your North Star should be so compelling that it pulls you forward even when motivation wanes. It is the reason you get up in the morning. The process of defining this North Star begins with deep, honest self-inquiry. It requires you to create space away from the noise of your daily obligations and listen to your own inner voice. A powerful way to begin is through journaling. Start by answering a few simple yet profound questions. If you had no limitations, no fear of failure, no financial constraints, no external judgments, what would you do with your life? What activities make you feel most alive and authentic? When you look back on your life years from now, what do you want to be remembered for? Write freely without censoring yourself. The goal is to uncover the themes and desires that resonate most deeply within you. Another effective technique is to think in terms of elimination. Sometimes knowing what you don't want can be just as illuminating as knowing what you do want. Make a list of all the things in your life: activities, commitments, relationships, mindsets that drain your energy or feel out of alignment with the person you want to become. This process of subtraction can clear away the clutter, revealing the essential elements that truly matter. High achievers are masters of saying no. They understand that every no to a distraction is a powerful yes to their North Star, protecting their focus and energy for what is most important. Once you have a clearer picture, try to distill it into a simple, memorable statement.
This statement becomes your personal mission or mantra.
It should be positive, present tense, and emotionally resonant. For example, instead of "I want to be less stressed," a more powerful North Star might be "I live a life of calm, focus, and intentional action." This statement is not just a goal, it is an identity you're stepping into. Repeat it daily. Write it down where you can see it. Let it become the guiding principle that informs your choices, big and small, as you begin to consciously design your days around this newly defined direction. Once you have clarity on your direction, the next foundation of the high achiever mindset is purpose. Purpose is the why behind your what. It is the emotional and philosophical fuel that transforms work into a calling and effort into a meaningful endeavor. While clarity provides the map, purpose provides the reason for the journey. It is the deep, intrinsic motivation that sustains you through inevitable challenges and setbacks. Living with purpose means that your daily actions are connected to a set of core values and a larger mission that is greater than yourself. It infuses your life with a profound sense of significance, turning mundane tasks into steps on a meaningful path. High achievers do not stumble upon purpose. They cultivate it deliberately. They understand that purpose is not some grand, elusive mystery waiting to be discovered. Rather, it is something that is built day by day through conscious choices and value-aligned actions. They actively seek to find meaning in their work, their relationships, and their personal growth. They ask themselves, how does this task serve my larger vision? To begin cultivating purpose, start by identifying your core values. Values are the principles that you hold as most important in life: integrity, creativity, growth, compassion, freedom. Make a list of 10 to 15 values that resonate with you, then narrow it down to your top 3 to 5. These are your non-negotiables, the foundational beliefs that should govern your behavior. When you are faced with a decision, you can use these values as a filter. Does this choice honor your value of integrity? Does this opportunity support your value of growth? Living in alignment with your values is the very essence of purposeful living. Purpose is also magnified when it is connected to service. High achievers often frame their goals in terms of the positive impact they will have on others or the world at large. Think about how your unique skills and passions can be used to solve a problem, help a community, or add value to people's lives. Connecting your personal North Star to a mission of service is one of the most powerful ways to ensure your journey is not only successful but also deeply fulfilling. With clarity as your compass and purpose as your fuel, the next essential foundation is a compelling long-term vision. A vision is a vivid, detailed mental picture of your desired future. It is more than just a goal. It is a rich sensory experience of what your life will look, feel, and be like when you are living in full alignment with your purpose. High achievers use their vision not as a distant dream, but as a practical tool that guides their present-day strategy and decision-making. A useful exercise is to project yourself 5 or 10 years into the future. Imagine you have achieved everything you set out to do and are living your ideal life. What does that life look like in granular detail? Where are you living? What does your typical day involve from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep? Who are you spending your time with? What kind of work are you doing? How do you feel emotionally, physically, spiritually? Write this vision down in the present tense as if it has already happened. Use descriptive emotional language to bring it to life. For example, instead of "I will be a successful author," write "I am a successful author. I wake up each morning feeling energized and inspired, and I spend my days crafting stories that connect with people around the world. I feel a deep sense of fulfillment knowing my work makes a positive impact." This narrative becomes a powerful psychological anchor. Reading it regularly helps to program your subconscious mind to believe in its possibility and to seek out opportunities that align with its achievement. This long-term vision serves as the ultimate filter for your opportunities and commitments. When faced with a choice, a high achiever asks, "Does this move me closer to my vision or further away from it?" This simple question can bring instant clarity to complex decisions. It empowers you to turn down good opportunities in favor of the right ones, the ones that are truly aligned with your ultimate destination. Your vision is not a rigid, unchangeable script, but a guiding star. It can evolve as you grow, but it consistently provides the direction and inspiration needed to navigate the long arc of your life with intention and unwavering resolve. A long-term vision, no matter how inspiring, is useless if it does not influence your daily life. The true magic of the high achiever mindset lies in the ability to break down a grand 10-year vision into small, actionable steps that can be taken today. This process is called reverse engineering. You start with the end in mind, your detailed vision of the future, and work backward to identify the milestones you need to hit along the way. What must you accomplish in the next 5 years? What about in the next year, the next quarter, the next month? This breaks the intimidating journey into a series of manageable, achievable goals. For example, if your 5-year vision includes running a successful online business, your 1-year goal might be to launch your website and acquire your first 10 clients. Your quarterly goal could be to build your product and develop a marketing plan. Your monthly goal might be to register your business and create your brand identity. This cascading structure connects your highest aspirations directly to what you need to do this week and even this afternoon. With this roadmap in place, the focus shifts to daily execution. High achievers are masters of the one thing. Each day, they identify the single most important task that will move them closer to their immediate goal. This is the task that, if completed, would make the biggest impact on their progress. By prioritizing and focusing their energy on this one critical action, they ensure they are always making meaningful headway, rather than just staying busy with trivial matters. This disciplined focus on daily progress is what creates unstoppable momentum over time as small, consistent wins compound into massive achievements. This system of translating vision into daily decisions also creates a powerful feedback loop. You are constantly learning, adapting, and optimizing your path, ensuring that every day is a deliberate step in the direction of the magnificent life you have envisioned for yourself. If clarity is the map, purpose is the fuel, and vision is the destination, then discipline is the vehicle that gets you there. Discipline is the quiet, unglamorous force that drives consistent action, especially on the days when you do not feel motivated. It is the commitment to do what you said you would do long after the mood you set it in has left. Motivation is a fleeting emotion, while discipline is a stable, reliable system. They do not wait to feel inspired to act. They rely on the structure of their habits and routines to ensure they make progress every single day, regardless of how they feel. Discipline is often misunderstood as a form of harsh self-punishment or restriction. In the context of the high achiever mindset, however, discipline is a profound act of self-love. It is the choice to prioritize your long-term vision over your short-term comfort. It is saying no to the momentary pleasure of distraction in order to say yes to the deep, lasting fulfillment of achieving your goals. True discipline is not about forcing yourself to do things you hate. It is about creating a system that makes it easier to do the things that you know are good for you and aligned with the person you want to become. The foundation of discipline is built not through grand displays of willpower, but through the consistent execution of small, manageable habits. They start with an action that is so small it is almost impossible not to do it. And journaling for 1 minute, meditating for 2 minutes, or doing a single push-up. This 2-minute rule helps to overcome the initial inertia and builds a sense of momentum. Each time you perform the small habit, you cast a vote for your new identity, reinforcing the belief that you are the type of person who follows through on their commitments. Over time, these small, disciplined actions compound into remarkable results. This is the principle of atomic habits. A 1% improvement each day seems insignificant in the moment, but over the course of a year, it leads to exponential growth. High achievers are patient. They are not looking for overnight success. They are committed to the slow, steady, and unsexy process of daily improvement. This unwavering consistency is the true secret behind their extraordinary achievements. It is the quiet force that turns vision into reality. The first hour of your day is the rudder that steers the remaining 23. High achievers in 2026 understand this implicitly. They do not leave their mornings to chance. Instead, they protect this sacred time with fierce intentionality. They craft a morning ritual that grounds them, focuses their mind, and aligns their energy with their purpose. Your morning ritual doesn't need to be long. Simplicity breeds consistency. Include a few key practices that nourish mind and body. Quiet meditation, breath work, stretching, a short walk, journaling, writing down your thoughts, expressing gratitude, reviewing your long-term vision. The most critical element is what you don't do. High achievers avoid starting with their smartphone. Create a no-phone rule for the first 30-60 minutes. You protect your most valuable asset, attention. Digital discipline lets you start from internal control. This daily investment compounds, more focus, less stress, greater control. It's the first most important habit in the High Achievers Toolkit. Win the morning, win the day. After setting the tone with a morning ritual, the next habit of a high achiever is to engage in intentional planning. It is the architectural phase where you design your schedule with the same care a builder would use to design a skyscraper. The first step is to gain clarity on what matters most for that specific day. Review your larger quarterly goals, review your weekly goals, and then ask the critical question, what are the 1 to 3 most important tasks I can complete today that will move me closer to my vision? These are your most important tasks, or MITs. Once you have identified your MITs, the next step is to schedule them directly into your calendar. This practice, known as time blocking, is a game changer. Instead of a simple to-do list, which is just a list of wishes, you are making a firm commitment to work on a specific task at a specific time. This creates an appointment with yourself that you are far more likely to honor. It protects your most important work from being derailed by incoming requests. This daily planning habit reduces cognitive load and decision fatigue throughout the day. You can simply consult your plan and execute. It is the difference between being the pilot of your day and being a passenger. Intentional planning ensures you are the one in the cockpit, deliberately navigating toward your chosen destination. The modern world is a minefield of distractions. The ability to concentrate deeply is becoming increasingly rare and therefore increasingly valuable. High achievers cultivate this ability as a core competency. They master the art of deep work, a term coined by author Cal Newport to describe the state of distraction-free concentration that pushes your cognitive capabilities to their limit. This is the state where you produce your best work, your most creative work, your most valuable work. This is not a state you stumble into, it is a state you must engineer. The foundation of deep work is the creation of a distraction-free sanctuary. High achievers schedule these deep work sessions into their day with the same seriousness they would a critical business meeting. They typically block out 60 to 120 minutes of uninterrupted time. What we call multitasking is in reality rapid task switching. Every time you switch your attention, you incur a cognitive switching cost. The most effective strategy is to batch similar low-value tasks together. Instead of checking your email every 5 minutes, designate 2 or 3 specific times during the day to process your inbox. High achievers know that real productivity is not about how many things you can juggle at once. It is about how deeply you can focus on the one thing that truly matters right now. This singular focus is a hallmark of a clear, disciplined, and effective mind. In the journey of high achievement, setbacks are not just possible, they are inevitable. The crucial difference lies not in whether you fail, but in how you perceive and respond to that failure. Most people see failure as a judgment on their worth, a final verdict that they are not good enough. This perspective is emotionally devastating and paralyzes future action. High achievers, however, adopt the mindset of an alchemist or a scientist. They view failure not as a personal indictment, but as objective, unemotional data. It is simply feedback from the world, a piece of information that tells them their current approach is not working. This simple yet profound reframing changes everything. Embracing this mindset requires a conscious shift in your internal language. Instead of thinking, I failed, learn to think, that approach failed. Instead of asking, what is wrong with me, ask, what can I learn from this outcome? This subtle change in phrasing creates psychological distance, allowing you to analyze with clarity and curiosity rather than defensiveness and despair. If you try something and it does not work, but you extract a valuable lesson from the experience, you have not failed. You have paid for an education. This makes you nearly unstoppable. Every stumble becomes a step forward on your path. Fear is the silent killer of dreams and ambitions. It is the invisible wall that stops us from taking the risks necessary for growth. High achievers make that amorphous fear concrete. They use an exercise popularized by Tim Ferriss called fear setting. It's a simple, profound routine. Define your fears in detail. Column 1, define your worst case scenarios. What's the absolute worst that could happen if you take this leap, start the business, ask for the promotion, move to a new city? Be specific. Second column, brainstorm how to prevent or reduce each fear. This shifts you from passive victim to proactive strategist. It turns anxiety into a to-do list. Third column, plan how you'd repair the damage if the worst happened. For each fear, how do you get back on your feet? Who could you ask for help? Often, the permanent disasters we imagine are temporary and recoverable. Defining the downside and planning prevention and repair lowers perceived risk, freeing you to move forward with courage and clarity. Beneath our conscious fears and reactions to failure lie a deeper, often invisible layer of programming, our limiting beliefs. A high achiever becomes an archaeologist of their own mind, unearthing outdated beliefs and challenging their validity. Limiting beliefs often masquerade as absolute truths. They sound like, I'm not the kind of person who can, I'm just not good with money. Successful people are just lucky. The first step is to become aware of their existence. Pay close attention to your internal monologue, especially when faced with a challenge or a new opportunity. Once identified, simply write it down. Externalizing the thought separates you from the belief. It is no longer an integral part of you. It is an object, a sentence on a page that can be questioned, analyzed, and rewritten. A high achiever actively works to dismantle their limiting beliefs by becoming a detective, systematically gathering evidence that contradicts the old negative story. For the next several weeks, your sole mission is to find and record any piece of evidence, no matter how small, that contradicts this belief. This process works by actively combating the brain's natural negativity bias. Over time, the weight of the new evidence begins to overwhelm the old belief. You are not just changing your mind, you are proving to yourself beyond a reasonable doubt that a new, more empowering belief is the one that aligns with reality. We have journeyed through the core components of the 2026 High Achiever Mindset. We started by understanding that success is not a matter of luck. It is a product of deliberate design, not a fortunate accident. We then laid the foundations on unwavering clarity, a purpose-driven life, a compelling long-term vision. These are the pillars that give your efforts direction and meaning. We then translated this foundational mindset into the tangible world of daily action, morning rituals, intentional planning, deep focused work, small consistent habits. Finally, we confronted the internal dragons that guard the path to growth, failure, fear, limiting beliefs. We learned to reframe failure as valuable data, define our fear to diminish their power, and focus only on what we can control. This entire framework is more than just a collection of strategies. It is an invitation. It is an invitation to step out of the passenger seat of your life and take the wheel. The power to reinvent your life does not reside in some future circumstance or external validation. It resides within you right now, in your ability to change the way you think. The tools and mindsets we have discussed are your blueprint. The choice to pick them up and begin building is yours and yours alone. A grand vision can feel overwhelming, so let's distill this guide into a simple, practical plan for your first 30 days. In your first week, focus on one thing, clarity. In your second week, shift your focus to daily structure. Introduce a simple morning ritual and an evening shutdown. During your third week, the focus is on action and reframing. Each day, identify your single most important task and schedule a 60-minute distraction-free block to work on it. In the fourth and final week, introduce the keystone habit, the weekly review. Schedule 1 hour in your calendar that is non-negotiable. This 30-day plan is not a race. It is the beginning of a new way of operating, a deliberate and gentle process of building the systems that will support your highest aspirations for years to come. As we conclude, it is essential to understand that becoming a high achiever is not a destination you arrive at. It is a lifelong journey of growth, learning, and continuous reinvention. True fulfillment is found not in the arrival but in the journey itself. The path forward will require patience and self-compassion. There will be days when you fall back into old patterns. This is part of the process. The high achiever's response is not self-criticism but a gentle and firm return to the system. You acknowledge the deviation. You learn from it. You begin again with your next choice. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single intentional step. Take that step today. Thank you for watching. If this mindset guide helped you see life differently, please like and subscribe. Your support truly means a great deal and helps me continue creating meaningful, high-impact content. Which mindset shift do you want to make in 2026 on clarity, discipline, or purpose? Share it below, and if this video helped you, please like and subscribe. Your support helps this community grow.